Hey guys, so welcome to the SFN show. Today I have the captain of Somerset Cricket Club, Tom Abell, with me to talk the life of a cricket player and what that consists of. Hey Tom, thanks for coming on the show. Really excited to have you here.
Cheers for having me.
First time to meet you in person. I obviously see your stuff on social media and through the cricket club and on the news and different bits and bobs. So you sort of tell me about your, being a professional cricketer for how long?
Probably, I reckon this is my fourth year, or third year, sorry, being
old are
like
you?
full time. 23.
23, fourth
Nearly
year.
24, yeah. So this is my third year fully contracted.
Yeah.
But out of school I went to university, and so those 3 years at uni I was sort of play for Somerset in the summer as well. So
Yeah. Where did you study and what?
I went to Exeter Uni, did sports
Same.
science and French. Yeah, good place.
At St Luke's?
Yeah, I was half of it. Yeah. So.
I'd imagine my study was a little bit different to yours.
I don't know. It was a funny one really, because I spent half the year at uni, and then
Yeah.
the second through the summer I was playing cricket the whole year. So
Yeah.
it was a bit of a funny one really. But
Yeah.
no, it was good 3 years, and also it just gave me a bit of time to develop as a cricketer as well.
Yeah.
So.
So you were at Taunton School,
Yeah.
and you were obviously playing cricket there. You smashed some crazy records there. So tell me about those records.
Yeah, I mean, I was very lucky. Opportunity at school, sort of not just for cricket but all sports was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And then in my final year at school, I had a decent year, and I was quite lucky. We had quite a strong year at school as well, which
Yeah.
helped. I think I won the Wisdom Cricketer Schoolboy of the Year,
Cool.
which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
My last year, but yeah, as I say, I enjoyed playing all the sports.
Yeah.
I had two brothers who played a lot of sport when I was younger, rugby, hockey as well.
Yeah.
And I think I look back now and I think that was awesome. Sort of getting to play the different sports, the skills you get and sort of the fitness you get
Yeah.
from the other sports was awesome as well. So.
Sure. And so you're currently out of season. So when does your season start in cricket?
So the season starts probably end of March, early April is when
Yeah.
sort of pre-season really starts to kick off, and
Sure.
the actual season probably starts mid-April and runs through till end of September.
Yeah.
And then we've had about a month off,
Yeah.
and the last couple of weeks been getting back into it. So.
What do you get up into in your months off then? Because obviously, when you're playing it's full cricket. So you give yourself a bit of time out and you sort of just relax on cricket completely, and what do you go off and do? Or?
Yeah, I mean the summer it takes a lot out of you sort of physically and emotionally,
Yeah.
so I think you definitely need a break from it at the end of the summer. So we have about 4 weeks off, and then it varies really. A lot of the younger guys tend to go away and they'll play abroad in places like Australia, just to get that experience, and it's a great opportunity,
Yeah.
Whereas I'd say probably about the half the squad they'll stay. So we're at Somerset, we're based in Taunton.
Yeah.
And we'll be training through the winter. The emphasis right now is on sort of fitness and
building
that strength and power up.
And then you've got a strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, we
is
do.
Part of the club, obviously, and
Yeah.
he gives you all your programming to follow.
Yeah,
Did you have to
exactly.
report back every week and stuff?
Yeah, I mean we train in at the ground, so we train as a squad, which
Yeah.
is awesome. It sort of builds that camaraderie through the winter as well, which
Yeah.
is it's good fun.
Yeah.
Obviously there's tough sessions in there as well.
Yeah.
But it's not all easy. And then skills work, that's individual again.
Yeah.
Guys sort of they want to do their skills work right throughout the winter, whereas some guys they want to take a bit of a break from it, and
Sure.
they'll start up again in the new year.
So you're a batsman, obviously, and your training and obviously skill work's going to be different to the bowlers. But do you kind of is it a vast difference between what they do and what you do as a batsman?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty different, and I think increasingly so. You'll see a difference between the programs between what the bowlers are doing and what the batters are doing, because I think they're very different skills, and
Yeah.
the demands on a bowler are completely different to those of batsmen. So everyone needs that base sort of strength work and
Yeah.
stuff, and power obviously, but
Well, me personally, obviously, I don't heavily follow cricket. Is something that I watch when I get the time, because it obviously takes a bit of time to watch it.
does, yeah.
But obviously, you've seen over the years how cricket professionals or cricket players in general have just changed in terms of their physique and their output and everything else. So obviously, people like golfers these days as well. Like golfers now are athletes. They're these big, strong, powerful guys, and you see that in cricket with the batsmen expected to hit more runs more frequently. Big swings, and the bowlers are getting faster and faster. I guess that's what part of your training is towards.
Definitely, and I think that the last the last decade, I'd say there's been a huge shift.
Yeah.
Around cricket, and I think fitness now is an integral part of it.
Yeah.
And I think you look at the best teams and the best players in the world; they're all serious athletes now. And I guess as players, and as a team, we're always striving to be the best sort of fielding side, best batting side, the best bowling side, and you've got to be good athletes if you want to be that.
Sure.
So now, like you say, there's a massive emphasis on it.
Yeah. Okay. And you're when you're in season, then, so you're what was your kind of week overview? If you had to just give a quick overview of how your week looks, how many times you train and stuff in the week?
Through the season, it's a lot of it's about maintenance. Because you're playing so much. Sometimes you're playing 5-6 days a week, so you've got to make sure that you're recovering, but also you're maintaining that strength, because you don't want to lose it, because that's when injuries occur.
So you're getting sports massage?
So there's plenty of sports massage, a lot of mobility work, sort of prehab work stuff, just to avoid little niggles. And then, you'll get opportunities, you'll get weeks off in the summer where, they're a chance to sort of, top up your strength work and, just so you're not losing it.
Cool.
And like I say, in the winter, that's when you sort of do most of your sort of fitness and strength work.
So game day, obviously, big part of the week. Is there any ritual you follow for you personally that you, I don't know, like the night before, the day that you do, which is specific to you and it kind of works and gets you in the mindset?
I wouldn't say it's not so much a ritual, but I have like a routine and a process that I like to follow. I like to sort of chill in the evenings and get a decent night's sleep, because you're sort of up at, or you're in at the ground from 9 o'clock through to sort of 6, 7 o'clock. So
it's a long day.
Rest is important, and then I'll probably try and get in sort of 8, half 8. Get a decent breakfast on, and then I'll do a bit of batting practice in the morning, just to get myself going in the morning. Wake myself up about 9 o'clock, and then we have team warm up. Play a bit of football, have a bit of a run around, fielding practice in the morning. And then the games start usually at about 11 o'clock.
Sure. It's a long day.
It is long days, And like I say, sort of, that's the balance you got to find with cricket, because you're playing from 11 till sort of 6 in the evening, and you just got to be conscious that you're doing the right stuff at the right times.
Sure. And within that, within the cricket match, obviously it's a long period. Whether you're fielding or at batting or whatever you're doing, is there any kind of sort of nutrition that you're taking on at that point, whether it's liquid form or you're allowed to eat, or how does that kind of work? Because that's a long time to be on the field. Yeah,
I mean, during sort of the time that we're playing, I think hydration is probably the most important thing that we sort of look to stay on top of. And then after the game or at the end of the day, that's when you'll get your sort of supplements on board, and make sure you get a decent meal in you, because a full day's cricket does take out of you, and even like the 2020 games, the shorter format, they're pretty intense. So it does take quite a bit out of you.
Yeah. Okay, and then so obviously you've got a big following, being captain of Somerset. Is there like a piece of advice you give to other people your age, or people that are aspiring to be professional in their sport, that to find that balance between professional sport and kind of still living your life a bit as well, because obviously you've got friends and you want to go out and stuff as well?
I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I think it is a balance, because sort of as young sportsmen, you're spending a lot of time training and playing, but you've also got to find that time just to sort of live your life. So I think the biggest thing I'd say is sort of doing it at the right times. The priority is always your training and your cricket, and making sure you're nailing that. And then as I say, you do get opportunities when you get a bit of time off, that it's good to go out and sort of with your friends and stuff, and just get away from cricket.
Sure. Yeah.
Again, I mean, the focus has to be on sort of the cricket and the training, because at the end of the day, that's what we're paid to do, and we want to be the best at what we do. I think the balance is important.
Sure. Okay, and obviously we're going to do like a bit of a kind of we're going to look in a minute at some sort of prehab or mobility exercises you do as a batsman, because there's obviously certain injuries that reoccur in the season to certain players, depending on whether they're a bowler or a batsman. So we're going to look at a couple of exercises in a moment. But is there anything else from like the cricket day, like you've got a youngster watching you, one tip to give them, just to get them in the mindset for their cricket day? Put you on the spot a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. One tip I think I'd give is try and be a sponge, you know, because especially as you're coming through as a youngster, you know, you're going to get a lot of different opinions and advice from, you know, loads of different sources, and I think
family,
you know, it's
girlfriend.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
Coach.
it's trying to take all of it on board, you know, and you know, suck it all up. And not everything's going to be relevant, and you know, not everything's going to work for you. But I think, you know, then sort of it's about having that filter and, you know, finding what works for you. But you know, there's a lot of good people with good advice, so try and take as much in as you can.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Tom. We're going to go have a look at the workout stuff now. But awesome stuff. Thank you. Good advice.